this to this with absolutely zero clue.
Me actually doing brakes. So I have got discs all round, auto dock, cost me delivered €126 for front, rear discs and pads, and I'll hopefully have bought the right ones. But a bit like most of these online things, you put in your reg and it'll find compatible parts for you. No, I am not sponsored. So yeah, the ones that are on there, wafer thin, but the front discs, the lip on them, honestly, it's like a dinner plate. So bad. How old they're on? How long they've been on there? So we got 127,000 kilometers. Or is it second set? Is it its third set? We don't know. But today we're going to give this a shot, and it's cold Spain. Just check to see if it came with any screws. It does not, so I'm going to have to reuse the screws that are on there. Right then, first things first, let's jack this up. So first things first, let's find the jacking point. Knee pads, this is all I've been using. Poor knees on this gravel. Where are you? Make sure it's on. Tight. Does make a change to be out there. Do this without having to run it up a ramp like the X5, the E93, and then get the jack under, because it's so low, but it's so much easier. It's light car as well. I'm just going to go chock the wheels, because as you can see, I have a bit of a gradient, which is not ideal. I always work at the top, I never work at the bottom, because all the weight transfer to the front. I would never jack up the front wheels and work on front wheels at the bottom of the hill. It's just me, that's my math. Double check the car is in gear, and also the handbrake is on tight. So get this up to near lift while we let the compressor just do its thing. Loosen these nuts. Coming off a dream, these. Could be the breaker bar first time using. Bit of leverage makes a difference to it. And I hope I didn't speak too soon there, because that's a little harder. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I know there's a reinforced rail bit that you normally put the jack on these. What I'm going to do is just have a little bit of a back up. Here we go, tighten that off, and that's just very close to it. but without touching it. It is obviously a fail-safe. If that was to fail, at least I've got that on that rail there. But it's not touching, so it's not going to damage it. It's just what I'm going to do today. I'm going to buzz these off, hoping it's going to finish soon. It needs to be a little higher. There we go. One thing I always forget to do. One thing I do actually need is a wind back tool, which I have actually ordered for the piston. Whether it arrives today or not, I don't know. It may arrive, but no, it's Spain, it'll be 9 o'clock at night. Slide that underneath the car. A bit of extra protection. Right, so this is where I find out exactly what I'm working with behind here. Because when you've done some research, sometimes it's a torque, sometimes it's Allen, sometimes it is a spanner. So it looks, I don't know, 11 or something maybe, 11, 13. Let's get those. Okay, so that is a 13, which means that is probably going to be 15 maybe. The sun is coming out. Lovely. Right, what do we write? 15? It's a very loose 15. That's what it is. Luckily, I do actually have one of those set. This may be the only win of the day. Have I guessed correctly? M14. I did guess correctly. Now this ain't easy access, is it? Anyway, right difficult to get into this because the strut's in the way. I'm not sure if that's even going to go in there. Very easy at all. No, when I go in that way, I'm in. However, we've got nowhere to do the business, and it's a lift and not a push. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? This is what you don't see when you go and take your car to the garage. Simple jobs like brakes turn into bloody nightmares. Just don't have the access. I need access. For the access, it's that angle there, and I don't know if I can actually get into that. I can, but the leverage is 0. And my pry bar, not my pry bar, oh yeah, that's too long. Get in here. No, not playing ball. It's a beastie. It does cover that line, doesn't it? Alright, we are changing angles here. I'm going to stick some WD-40 on them. I'm going to go and get new brake pads, otherwise we still can't complete this end and come back to it. So it's a pain, fucking pain. To line up these discs before I do anything and call it. I think these are the box. Only got one thing right so far.
So I've had an online order, pick up in an hour, jobby from Norauto, which is like the Spanish version of Halfords. It's is the cheapest one they do, the only one they've got available, Norauto branded, and it's 32 euros. Bear in mind I paid £12.99 from Autodoc, but if I was to order from them, another 5 days. Can't be bothered with that. Is it worth me even sending them back? I believe I've probably got like a free return thing, but if I've got to pay postage, I'll just keep them. You never know, might end up needing them at some point. The WD-40's hopefully going to penetrate those 2 bolts, and I'll be able to get the carrier out then. So those pads were listed as compatible, and yeah, they are not. So I've got the other one with me just to compare when I get the new one. So quick 40-minute
million years. So what I'll do is, I've got the winding tool this way anyway, so I'll tighten this up. Sorry, yeah, I'll tighten that up. I need to get changed again, but I'm missing something here. That's all right. Get the pump the brake a bit. Maybe packer. Just hope I can get the wheel on with the current setup, or I can put the handbrake on. Actually, I'll put the handbrake on first. Right, handbrake's on. Let's jack this up. Get the wheel on. Get the axle stands out. 1, 2. Wheel. Pretty good nick as well. These wheels. We are. Oops, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking nuts. Durka. And we're going down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much that. Just gonna pump the brakes and just check we're good. I need the engine on. I have closed the filler cap. It's got no more movement in that. Solid as a rock. I suppose that's the time of the day where, yeah, contemplate getting a beer. And yeah, once I had all the tools, it was pretty plain sailing. I would highly recommend anybody to get one of these breaker bars. I was making do with a terrible one before, but with that oscillating head, makes it so much easier to get into. So there you go. I know I've got more tools out than I need, but now I know how many tools I do need, specific tools I need, and I could probably give myself, I know it's taking longer than half an hour, but I could probably do it in half an hour. More practice, less time. I suppose this one had the handbrake on. I was expecting it to be a drum handbrake with boots in the middle, but it wasn't, so that threw me a little bit. But let's get on to the next one. Got to do that back next to the back one, and I'll turn it around and do the front ones. Probably won't film them because it's going to be much the same, but it just shows anyone can do it really. First time, a little bit of research beforehand. Obviously you need to know a little bit, and if you've got the right tools, you're good. How to not to. Join me another time for more how to not to. Anyway, until the next one, adios.